What is up, everybody? This is Batsman Fan, and this is episode 52. We're going to work our way through this episode. I'm not sure exactly what to think about what one of my little recent investments was, and we're not talking about tons of money here either, but I'm waiting for some feedback from the seller, and I want to see exactly what he says before I say yay, nay, don't buy from this person, or whatever it may be. The two comics that we're going to discuss, though, are it's Batman number 186 and Batman number 124. So I'm going to pull Batman, if I said 124, I meant 524. Batman 186, 524. Okay, so what we're going to talk about is one of my recent purchases was, I've had Batman 186 for a while, but I recently purchased this item. Okay, and I'll bring it in for a little bit closer view. This is Sheldon Modoff, Shelley, as he signs all of his stuff. This is being sold as Batman 186 rare production art. It's page 13 in the comic book. It's being sold as rare, though. The auction was for two separate transparencies only. The art page, which is all the drawings and everything, and then there's a second page in behind there that has like the word balloons. So all the words are on a separate transparency back here, and it's just a blank page. You'll just have words in there, and then you'll have this that just has the art. It lays over the top of it, and then you see exactly what you would see in the comic book. The art page and the word balloon overlay page, when placed together, they form the page as originally printed. Here is a rare production transparency art piece. The images are extremely vibrant, which they are, and stunning. They really are. These production pages showcase what classic artwork was produced for. This great page exemplifies great comic art production work. What a classic page. Not original art. Okay, so it's not original. The seller's completely thrown that out there. I get that. But part of the art production process. These production pages are rare and part of comic history. This page is really beautiful. See scans. It says that they personally obtained these over, X amount of years of collected. He goes on to discuss more in detail about, there was generally one transparency or approved to a book or graphic novel and is considered rare production art. Pages listed are either from graphic novels, reprints, or newer printings. As we get more into the computerization of artwork, production art for comics is virtually non-existent. It is all digitally created on computers, eliminating beautiful in-house production pieces from masterful comic artists. So, this measures probably right around an 8.5 by 11. Let me get just a regular printing. So yeah, almost exactly an 8.5 by 11. I feel like it's telling me that yes, it's not original artwork. Like Shelley didn't actually hand draw, obviously, this transparency, but this was something that DC would have used to be able to help mass produce this comic book. So that's where it gets a little bit like, are you trying to dupe me? I don't know if I've been duped. I'm going to rely heavily on Stephen Watson. If y'all have not checked out his channel, please check out Stephen Watson's channel. He deals a lot with comic books and then the artwork as well. He loves the artwork. So please check out his YouTube page. But Stephen Watson. Okay. So here is the original page right here. And I mean, really, folks, this is, I mean, as far as just like you're setting this up to just look at it, it looks really cool. Like I'm not trying to bag on the transparency. If it is fake and something that this guy has recreated, I'd rather be told that off the jump as opposed to being sold something that I feel like I'm in a bidding war with someone to buy something that's rare. So, anyways, the pages match up identical. There's no issues as far as that's concerned. I mean, the bordering and everything is exactly the same on this page as this page. I haven't gotten it out and measured, but my original idea for this was that I was possibly, and I'm going to wait to see what the seller says, what y'all think. But what I originally intended on doing was framing, matting the original comic, and then like this out to the side of it. It'd just be a cool aspect of, hey, this is part of what went into making that book. So I don't know if I'm going to do that right now. Like I said, I've got a message out to the seller. I'm going to see what he says. I've also looked up that he has very, very positive reviews as well. And I'm not using his name right now because I'm not trying to bash anyone before I have all the facts. And I want to have as much facts as I possibly have. But with saying all that, I know that this person that I bought from, I've seen on numerous other boards, people have discussed this seller and the legitimacy of these transparencies. So let's look at the next one. I want to be so excited about this, but it's just sort of the nature of me that I'm just like, I don't want to be screwed over neither. So here is the next one. And I just need to line up the arrows. You got to line up the arrows properly to be able to have it look correct, if you will. But this is Kelly Jones and Batman 524. He's fighting the Scarecrow here. So there is and this person was selling lots of different things, anything from covers to interior pages and whatnot. Now, both of these pages that we're talking about here have both come off the right page. I don't know if that is, in what they call a clue or not, but I mean, this is, virtually the same page as you can tell. So, it does look really cool. It does have a cool factor to it. I do think that they would look really cool, framing and matting, the comic up next to that. I think that would really present well. But I want to have, whenever I'm talking to y'all and anyone that may come to visit, I don't want to sound like a dummy sitting up here going, yes, this is actually a rare production piece that was used in the publishing of this comic book. If it weren't for this fine piece of art, this would not be possible. I just want to be able to give quality information. And if this is something that some guy's making at his house, I want to be able to inform the community to stay away from it, or at least go into it, not spending the farm on this. So all in all on these, I didn't spend a ton of money. So I felt safe sort of getting into it just as being, it's a cool factor. But I want it to be, something somewhat original. Even though it's not original artwork, something to have been used in the production of a comic book. I wanted that cool factor as well. So anyways, I spent $11.50 for this. So, I mean, I'm still going to be able to eat tomorrow. And I spent $12.50 for the other one. So, I'm not getting killed. Okay. This is not, going to kill me, as far as financially. And they do look really sweet. I just want to have the knowledge of, is this something that was actually used in the production of the respective comics? If it was, that is awesome. That is really cool. And that is something I will take pride in. If it's not something that was used, I don't know that I'm going to go through the process of framing and matting those, to have people ask questions about, hey, what is this? And then I tell them, well, that she is a rip-off of an actual process used. I just don't want to go through that. I want to be, I want it to be cool. And anyways, I'm rambling on a little bit. Anyways, Steve, I'm really looking forward to what you have to say on this. I'm looking forward to what the other people in the community have to say. Like I said, I don't want to put the seller's name out there yet. There are a lot of positive reviews for this seller, and that was one of the things that made me feel a little bit better about buying. But it could be just a bunch of fools like myself who this is not something that I've ever bought before, and I got duped. So I just want to have every bit of knowledge that I can. So this is about the Debbie Downerist I get on my videos. I got pretty upset about not winning Amazing Fantasy number 15. As far as I should have popped, man. I should have bought that comic. But I promise the next video will be more cheerful. Thank y'all very much for watching, and bats all, folks.